Hey, what's up everyone? This is the watch list video for Friday, March 25th. It's been a fun week, a boring day, but there were still some good calls in the room. The SPY right back up near the high from a couple days ago. So that, the strength in the market when you look at the macro picture in the world is pretty impressive. And the thing I like, because I'm a day trader, is individual stocks are making nice moves, right? A-plus setups are happening and they're working. I got a long list, so I'm going to go right to it. This is stocks I'm going to be watching tomorrow for a potential trade. I hate to go into that every time, but I make my money between the bells. I'm in cash every night. I think most of you know that by now. ALLG had the big rip yesterday. Today, a gap up, but then a quiet inside day. Well, I don't know about quiet, but still a big range, right? 21-ish to 15-ish, but much lower volume. So I'm just looking for a third day play there, only with an A-plus. Setup PIK has been on bounce watch for a few days. Maybe a couple days, I'm not sure. It goes right back on bounce watch. No trades in it today. It's getting down to that area we like, in that area between the blue and red line there. So maybe we get a setup in it tomorrow. GTLB was on bounce watch coming in today. It's just continuing to flag. No trades in it today. No setups in it today. We'll put it right back on the list for tomorrow. NRSN, a recent high flyer. It's got a couple topping tails and went out at the lows of the day. So I can't say I'm in love with it. But it is a symbol that can get going when it gets going. Sounds dumb, right? But, that's the way day traders look at things, right? We look for movers, and this certainly is one. So I'd like to see a couple red days down into that buy zone we talk about, but I am going to put it on watch for tomorrow. LLL, crazy range today. Kind of got screwed up by, I won't say it. In pre-market, I won't say it, but had kind of a big range. So this is, I'm going to simplify it. It's a recent high flyer that's definitely moving. And if I get an A-plus setup in it tomorrow, I'll take it. How about that? AGRA, nice pop today. There's talk of food shortages. So anything with AGRA or, foods in the name is kind of moving. And this one certainly did. A neat little call, by the way, by Kevin P today. Just a second mouse through 450, which was, see that? It broke through 450, came back down, and he called it back through 450 right there. Second mouse might not be appropriate in this case. But either way, he called it back through 450. And it went pretty quickly without looking back to 516. And those are the setups we look for, right? Stuff that'll work right away if it triggers. Really nice heads up there by Kevin P. TLRY went out at its highs. Any pot stock, I just chose to watch TLRY, TLRY. Big volume, went out at its highs. I guess they're going to introduce legislation to legalize marijuana nationally or something. Every time I think TLRY looks like it's finally bottomed, it hasn't bottomed. But maybe now, right? Big volume. We'll see. But I'm going to watch all the pot stocks tomorrow. So TLRY is one of them. It's trading at almost $8 now in after hours, though. So therein lies the downside to not swing trading, right? Could have carried that overnight and that'd already be up a nice percentage. Anyway, we're going to watch that one tomorrow. LGVN, it's kind of a sleeper pick, and I've been talking about this chart with this 2-day pop, then the lower high and kind of flagging. It did get a price target increase today, but you'll notice the volume, it's really not in play. If I scoot over and get those massive sticks out of there, you can see it's had decent relative volume recently. But overall, not in love with it. It's a sleeper pick of mine because the daily chart's kind of interesting. GNUS, just an inside day. So watching that for a third day play. CELZ had the gap up. It was on watch today, but never gave me any kind of setup I looked for. Gap down a little bit and then put in quite a narrow range though. But did go out near the high, so I'm going to watch that one tomorrow. Whoops. POSH had the big day yesterday, bullish engulfing, and today kind of a quiet inside day, so looking for a third day play there. Another sleeper pick is CPOP, CPOP. Had a big move back here, and then came down, it's been basing. Had a nice little pop here, putting in higher lows and maybe lower highs kind of ish, but it looks kind of coiled. So I want to keep my eyes on CPOP tomorrow. YTEN is in that food space again, agriculture space, and it got a nice pop. This one used to run with RKDA, and look at RKDA just ripping. So I don't want to chase that one, so YTEN could be And I believe it's a lower float than RKDA. So anyway, it could be a sympathy play. Could be if that food space runs again tomorrow, like that AGRI and others, YTEN could give a trade, right? And then YMTX had this big volume spike 4 sessions ago. It's kind of coiling and now trying to curl back up. I'm not in love with this list, but the trading room's been fantastic. Teamwork's been great. Morning gap plays. You know, the list has been yielding some money too on some of these. So, you know, we'll watch the recent high flyers, or we'll look for news plays throughout the day. Maybe even PFPDs if we see one, and there should be plenty to trade. I'm going to stop babbling. I'll see everybody in the chat room in the morning.